So we'll move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, my favourite subject. Sky. I mean, it's not great really going into a season with a bit of a quarterback controversy with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, both quarterbacks of the Pittsburgh Steelers at the minute. We saw, I don't think we saw Wilson take the field for the Steelers in the first preseason game, but we did see Fields. Mixed bag with Fields playing that game. A lot of criticism, but some positives as well. How do you see this season going for Pittsburgh?
Oh, it's so tough for me because I have to put like bias aside. Like, not that I don't like this. Well, I don't really, but you know what I mean is, I really like Russell Wilson. I really like Justin Fields, but I just think I won't go into all the numbers. When you look at Wilson over the last couple of seasons, he's like quite low down in a lot of key categories. I mean, obviously they've got nothing to lose with the veteran deal they gave him, but then I feel like they're not going to do it, and I wouldn't do it. But it's annoying that you can't just buy in and go, right, that's our guy, because obviously there is all this talk about Justin Fields being dynamic. I'm still a believer he can be a starter in the league, but that's hard to sort of do when you're not getting first team reps and you're sharing them with a veteran who's won a Super Bowl and been great for a number of years. I think the biggest thing for you guys obviously is how good the defense is, and you've got TJ Watt. I know we spoke about all of the teams in this division other than the Bengals having good defenses, but Watt is the difference maker. You know, you have great defenses, but then you have good ones with one standout guy. He can carry a team. I know he got injured a little bit last season, but Mike Tomlin must love having him because it's basically keeping your guys' non-losing record thing alive for him. But I really don't know where to put the Steelers because there's been, even trade rumors at receiver, so many things. I think this is going to be one of those teams I need to wait and see. I know it's only 4 weeks, but I think I need another 4 weeks to decide. Adam's pulling their face, but I don't know what to say about them.
I think it's a face that says I've already decided. So we'll move on to Adam for his go on this.
Well, I think we know what the Steelers are because the Steelers have been the same for God knows how many years, and I don't really see anything changing from that. It's like, I mean, they went 10-7 last year. I've got a ceiling of 11 and a floor of 9. I mean, this is what they are. They're going to do exactly the same again. I don't see anything changing. I thought the defense is top 10 easily. I think it's a great defense that they've got there. Obviously lost Patrick Peterson and Levi Wallace, who were used a lot of snaps up. But the thing is that they have bought in. They bought in Dante Jackson and spent a bit of money there. And I think that the defense just in general is just really, really good. And that will be what gets them to where they get to. When it comes to the offense, I thought when they rushed the ball, they looked okay, like pretty solid last year. They looked good. I think that will improve this year because Arthur Smith just loves to rush the ball. So I think that will improve. But the problem is that the passing offense is not great. Now, you've got Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, which I think we can all come out and say is better than Mitchell Trubisky or Kenny Pickett.
True.
You got to think that that's going to improve the passing game. So, although I've got a ceiling of 11, and last year you went 10-7, although I think most of it is going to stay the same, I think you do have that potential to maybe just throw in that passing play, that big play that maybe will be slightly different to what you had last year. I don't think they did a great deal. Patrick Queen was the big sort of money move that they went for. So there wasn't a lot in the off season. I don't feel like I say, apart from the corners and Mason Cole as well, he could be a potential big loss. But then in the rookies, you brought in Zach Frazier to cover that, who looks really good, was really good at West Virginia. Love Fatanu. Think he's going to be great for you on your O-line. And yeah, I think just a few decent depth pieces there. I mean, Roman Wilson will be a good slot receiver for you. Obviously, you've still got George Pickens. There's all these rumours about Brandon Ayuk. I mean, it doesn't feel like a Steelers move, I have to say. It feels splashy, and that's not what they do. But yeah, they're going to be very competitive, I think.
You say that, but we did splash a first round pick on Minka Fitzpatrick all them years ago. So it's sort of.
I mean, the fact
I
that
don't
you
know.
had to end that sentence with "all them years ago" tells you
Well,
that you
yeah,
don't do
say
it
all
very
them
often.
years ago. It was what 5 years ago now, maybe 6 years ago.
About that.
No, I suppose we don't do it very often. I mean, my ceiling is 12, and my lowest is 6. I think we.
No,
I think
I like that.
I
That's honest.
just know because I just think that there is some teams in there that have drastically improved. What I look when I went on the when I was on the Across the Pod podcast the other night as a Steelers fan talking with Andy and Freddie Harper Davis over there. When I looked at their schedule, we have got to go good out the blocks. Our first 8 games, our first 8 games, I think before the bye, that could be easily 8-0. Like it could easily be 8-0. And that sounds really drastic, but that schedule is quite easy for a lot of teams. If it was any other team, I'd say it'd be easier, but for Steelers, it's going to be a little bit chalky. But if we have got a horrendous back end, with all of our divisional games are in them last 6 weeks. I think we play the Bengals, the Ravens, the Eagles, the Chiefs, and end on the Bengals in a row. It is a tough slog in that last bit. So if we don't get out the blocks early, which we tend to not get out the blocks very early, we tend to end seasons better when we do start them. It's got to be the other way around this year.